It is striking that our scientific concept of life is based on the ability of self-reproduction, that is, reproduction by internal forces. Therefore, a bacterium is considered as life, while a virus is not, since it needs a carrier for its reproduction. Other natural phenomena, like elements of the landscape, can also not claim to live in this scientific sense, since they cannot reproduce themselves at all but are formed by natural processes. Further, the result of all processes, including human organization, is formed in interaction with the surrounding overall development. If we abstract from the human organization of concrete objects and consider the internal, that is, not the physical, human nature as a whole, then it turns out, however, that, as the Russian philosopher Semon Frank noticed, we not only create and shape the world around us, but also create ourselves. And we have that ineffable property that we are something primordial, generating from itself the content of our being. Moreover, concrete, meaningful human activity is also often spontaneous, like the spontaneity of sprouting nature that we analyzed in our previous session of this series. For example, when creating objects of art, in the process of free dreaming, in handicraft work, and also when philosophizing or carrying out scientific research. When this goal is something completely new, unprecedented, a certain ideal is born from the depth of our human soul. We are dealing with an element of creativity in the composition of even purely rational activity. So it turns out that nature, as opposed to human activity, creates creators. The birth of a child in this context is considered as the result of a natural process that happens to us, like, for example, digestion, blood circulation, or as poetically summarized by Ovid, natus homo est sive hunc divino semine fecit ille opifex rerum mundi melioris origo. Or in English, then he finished man, or by the world's creator, power supreme, formed from an heavenly seed or new-shaped earth. To some extent, it is given to us to co-create the world of co-creators of the world. And in this vein, Baudrillard's question about pop art can be repeated regarding its status as art as such. Is it itself a non-sacred art, or in other words, an art productive of objects, but not creative? An interesting example of this transition from organized thought to the spontaneous germination of phantasms is the elusive moment when falling asleep. You try to fix and structure the object of thought, which escaping is instantly dispierced by unprecedented and irreversible stories.